Hi students, in this session let us see some problems on Stokes theorem. Once again we will see the statement of Stokes theorem. Closed integral C f bar dot dr bar is equal to integral S curl f bar dot n bar ds. In the left hand side we have line integral, in the right hand side we have surface integral. F bar is any differentiable vector point function, and dr bar is dxi bar plus dyj bar plus dzk bar, and n bar is unit vector drawn outwards to the normal surface, and c is taken in the line integral along c is taken in the positive direction. That is the statement of Stokes theorem. Let us see one problem on Stokes theorem. Verify Stokes theorem for f bar is equal to 2x minus y I bar minus yz square j bar minus y square z k bar, where S is the upper half surface of the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1, and capital C is its boundary. Now, in order to verify Stokes theorem, we have to show that LHS part of Stokes theorem is same as RHS part of Stokes theorem. Now, let us calculate LHS value separately and RHS value separately. Those two values are identical at the last step. By the Stokes theorem, according to the statement of Stokes theorem, closed integral C f bar dot dr bar is equal to integral S curl f bar dot n bar ds. Let us take LHS part. LHS part contains line integral. Line integral is nothing but integral C f bar dot dr bar. Closed integral C f bar dot dr bar. Let us take f bar is given in the problem. Dr bar is dxi bar plus dyj bar plus dzk bar. F bar dot dr bar is 2x minus y dx to I bar coefficient into I bar coefficient, 2x minus y dx. Next plus j bar coefficient into j bar coefficient means minus yz square dy minus y square z dz. Let us decide the limits for this line integral. So a sphere is given for us x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. In xy plane, if you cut the sphere, let us consider the sphere as a volleyball. If you cut that into two parts, in the middle, the bottom surface is a circle. That means in xy plane, the boundary of S is a circle. So in this xy plane, if you cut the total sphere in the middle correctly, in the bottom surface, that is a circle with radius 1. The name of that circle is x square plus y square is equal to 1 and z is equal to 0 because it lies in xy plane. Again, if you want to calculate line integral, we need parametric equations. That means z is already 0, x variable will be converted to theta, y variable also will be converted to theta by taking parametric equations as x equal to cos theta, y equal to sin theta, z equal to 0. If x equal to cos theta, dx equal to minus sin theta d theta, dy is equal to cos theta d theta, sin theta derivative cos theta d theta, dz becomes 0. And for this circle in xy plane, theta angle varies from 0 to 2 pi. Complete circle consists of 0 to 360 degrees. So theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. Now you take this line integral. Closed integral C f bar dot dr bar is equal to closed integral C f bar dot dr bar we have written in the above step. Now closed integral C 2x minus y dx, because z is 0, dz equal to 0. If you put z value 0, dz equal to 0, the above line integral will be converted to like this. Now here xy variables are there. We convert xy variables to theta variables by taking the above parametric equations. In the place of x you will get cos theta, in the place of y you will get sin theta, dx is minus sin theta d theta. In the above step we have written. That is equal to integral theta is equal to 0 to 2 pi minus 2 sin theta cos theta plus sin square theta d theta. We split this into two parts of integration. Minus integral 0 to 2 pi, 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta according to the trigonometric formulas, plus sin square theta. In order to calculate sin square theta integration, we take 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 according to trigonometric formulas. Sin 2 theta integration is minus cos 2 theta divided by 2, limits 0 to 2 pi plus 1 by 2. Integral 1 d theta is theta, limit 0 to 2 pi minus cos 2 theta integration sin 2 theta divided by 2, limit 0 to 2 pi. Now let us substitute upper limit value and lower limit value. If you substitute theta is equal to 2 pi, you will get upper limit value. If you substitute theta equal to 0, you will get lower limit value. So cos 4 pi value 1 minus cos 0 value also 1, sin 4 pi 0, cos sin 0 0. So if you substitute all those values and simplify, you will get pi. Pi is the value we got from the above calculation, that is LHS part. So line integral LHS part we have completed. Let us come to RHS part. What is RHS part of the Stokes theorem? Integral S curl f bar dot n bar ds. So we need to calculate curl f bar first. After that we have to decide n bar. After that we take a surface. In RHS part, f bar is given like that in the problem itself. Curl f bar is equal to del cross f bar is defined as I bar j bar k bar dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z f1 f2 f3. f1 is nothing but I bar coefficient, f2 is nothing but j bar coefficient, f3 is nothing but k bar coefficient, and calculate this determinant value dou by dou y of this one and dou minus dou by dou z of this one, and simplify, you will get k bar. So in this problem, curl f bar value is k bar. Now let us take projection of S. Let R be the projection of S in xy plane. If you take projection in xy plane, automatically n bar equal to k bar, because in xy plane n bar is the unit normal drawn outwards. So you will get n bar equal to k bar. Now curl f bar dot n bar. Curl f bar is already k bar. N bar is k bar. Curl f bar dot n bar is k bar dot k bar equal to 1, and ds equal to, if you take projection in xy plane, ds is given by dx dy by modulus of n bar dot k bar equal to dx dy by modulus of k bar dot k bar. K bar dot k bar value is 1, you will get dx dy. Now we want x limits and y limits, because we are taking projection in xy plane. We are going to evaluate the integration with respect to xy variables. So we need limits for xy. So in xy plane, the sphere becomes z equal to 0, x square plus y square plus z square equal to 1. Z will get cancelled in xy plane, so you will get x square plus y square is equal to 1. Since we are going to evaluate surface integral, we take polar coordinates. Polar coordinates in the sense, xy variables will be converted to r variable and theta variable. Now if you take polar coordinates like this, x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta, dx dy is equal to r dr d theta. You need to remember this one, dx dy equal to r dr d theta, and the limits are r equal to 0 to 1, because the radius of the sphere is 1, so r equal to 0 to 1, theta equal to 0 to 2 pi, complete circle it is, so we are taking theta equal to 0 to 2 pi. So integral S curl f bar dot n bar ds equal to, we take polar limits, r equal to 0 to 1, integral theta equal to 0 to 2 pi, integral r dr d theta is equal to, how do you get r dr d theta? Dx dy is r dr d theta. Curl f bar dot n bar value is 1, so you will get 1 into r dr d theta. So if you take integration with respect to r first, you take r, integral r dr is r square by 2, limit 0 to 1. So integral d theta is same. So if you substitute upper limit lower limit, you will get 1 by 2 t theta, and integral 1 d theta is theta, limit 0 to 2 pi. If you substitute upper limit and lower limit, you will get pi. So LHS value is pi, and RHS value also pi. So LHS is equal to RHS. Hence we conclude that Stokes theorem is verified. Let us go to one more problem. Apply Stokes theorem to evaluate integral c sin z dx minus cos x dy plus sin y dz, where c is the boundary 0 less than x less than pi, 0 less than y less than or equal to 1, z equal to 3. Here, according to Stokes theorem, LHS value is a line integral, RHS value is surface integral. We convert this line integral to surface integral, and we calculate this line integral value very easily. That means LHS value we need to calculate, but LHS value line integral will be converted to surface integral, and we evaluate that surface integral. In that way, the line integral answer is very simple. So given f bar dot dr bar, already f bar dot dr bar is given in the problem, sin z dx minus cos x dy plus sin y dz. Then f bar is sin z I bar minus cos x j bar plus sin y k bar. Now let us calculate curl f bar value. Del cross f bar is equal to I bar j bar k bar dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z. I bar coefficient is sin z, j bar coefficient is minus cos x, k bar coefficient is sin y. These are f1, f2, f3 values. I bar into dou by dou y of sin y is cos y, minus dou by dou z of cos x is 0, minus j bar into dou by dou x of sin y is 0, minus dou by dou z of sin z is cos z, plus k bar into dou by dou x of minus cos x is sin x minus dou by dou y of sin z is 0, and you will get cos y I bar plus cos z j bar plus sin x k bar. That is curl f bar only. Now let us decide n bar. In xy plane, n bar is the unit normal outwards to the surface, so n bar equal to k bar. Curl f bar dot n bar equal to, that is curl f bar dot k bar. Now sin x into k bar dot k bar value is 1, but cos y into I bar dot k bar is 0. Cos z into j bar dot k bar is 0. So I bar dot k bar is 0, j bar dot k bar is 0, k bar dot k bar is 1. So you will get only sin x. Now coming to the limits, limits are given clearly in the problem. We know there is no need of going to rough diagram. Without rough diagram, directly limits are given in the problem. X limits 0 to pi, y limits 0 to 1 in the problem is given. Now according to Stokes theorem, LHS value closed integral f bar dot dr bar equal to double integral s curl f bar dot n bar ds. F bar dot dr bar is nothing but closed integral f bar dot dr bar is nothing but given problem. That given problem we need to calculate this one, but this line integral is converted to surface integral according to the above assumptions. Now integral x equal to 0 to pi, integral y equal to 0 to 1 sin x dx. Now sin x integration, both limits are constant, so we perform integration simultaneously at a time. Sin x integration is minus cos x, x limits are 0 to pi. Integral 1 dy is y, limits 0 to 1, minus of this value is cos pi minus cos 0, upper limit cos pi, limit value cos pi minus lower limit value cos 0. And for y, 1 minus 0 is upper limit minus lower limit. That is equal to cos pi value is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, cos 0 value is 1 into 1 equal to 2. So this is the value of, in this way we can calculate line integral value by converting to surface integral by applying Stokes theorem.